Net trade video tutorial on the results and sorting. There are 20 fields of information, approximately twice that of other MLS databases, curated for net lease metrics, intrinsics, and economic aspects of the sale property. We're looking right now at the list results of the search that we did. Let's take a quick look at the search as a reminder. It was price 3.5 to 7 million, 4 to 7 cap, be simple, plus ground lease, absolute triple net, population 80,000 plus, average household income 70,000 plus, traffic count over 21,000, remaining term minimum 9 years. We also picked some features: new construction, signalized intersection, or hard corner intersection, and the area location as top 100 MSA or major MSA, active, etc. Now we can save this search by simply giving it a name, buyer number 2, we'll call it. And we'll save the search. It will be in the dashboard so you can review it whenever you want to. You just click the button. It will tell you how many results, 37 properties. It'll also include this query string, and you just hit the button in your dashboard and it will retrieve this survey whenever you want to, and it will constantly update it based on new listings added or listings removed. Okay, so we're going to save that. Now, the list report has 20 fields of information. Oops, yes, of course, we're going to set the alert. 20 fields of information. Most of them are intrinsics, but there are some economic fields for sure. The Crexi has 11 fields, LoopNet has 7. So we do more information that's uniquely relevant to the net lease market. It's all curated and you can review it in a number of different ways. This view right now is high to low from 6.9, 6.8, et cetera, a descending order. If I want, I could take a look at this right here, the guarantor. Who is backing the lease? Is it a corporate traded or rated, or is it corporate? Is it a franchise? Let's take a look. So I've got 37 properties. Now I'm going to sort by, these are, everybody covers this: price, cap, lot size. How about guarantor ascending? So this will bring up if we have any franchises in there because we included those in our search. Yep. And there we go. We got a franchise, Panera Bread, ground lease, 300 units. Here's a corporate deal backed. That's a Quick Trip. Corporate, Raising Cane's, corporate. You can see as we go down, corporate, and eventually we will hit, give us a second here, corporate traded. So this is not rated, save a lot, but it is corporately traded. And then as we go down through the corporate traded, we get to the corporate traded and rated: Chase Bank, Walgreens, more Walgreens, 7-Eleven, etc. So this tells you who the guarantor is. Are they franchise, corporate, traded, and rated? It can be NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. The second way we're going to search, or sort rather, this also is an indication of the strength. There's a number of units behind the guarantor. So we're going to go number of units, and we're going to do ascending. So we're going to start with the weakest of the 37 properties. It's not necessarily the weakest of all of them. I think some of them are actually under 100 unit franchises, but we're going to start with the number of units ascending, and we'll take a look and see how that. All right, here we go. Corporate traded and rated with 197 units. That's for the floor and decor. And then the Panera Bread, also franchise, 300 units, then corporate 340, 340, 340, 340, and 349. So it just goes in ascending order. It's another means of measuring the strength of the guarantor, which is one of the many indicators that buyers will use to evaluate whether or not the property fits their requirements or is close to their requirements, and therefore is another option to take a look at. We're also going to take a review now of the remaining term. That's what we call a KPI, a key performance indicator. If it's short, not as valuable. If it's long, more valuable. So let's take a look at the remaining term, and we're going to go descending. We'll start from the longest term. We were, I think it was 9 years or more. So let's take a look at it from descending. And then here we go. Wow. 22.8 for the CVS in Texas. Corporately traded and rated, of course. Lots of units for the CVSs. A Wawa in Florida, 20 years, a little over 20 years, 19.8, 19.7, etc. So it goes in descending order. So the remaining terms is also a way to review the data as on a kind of a side by side to either narrow your search or shuffle and then decide whether or not your options are exactly what you thought or whether you need to modify based on the result set. And you can always go back to the filters and reshuffle the information based on changing some of the filter data points. Okay, the next thing we're going to take a look at is population. Population in a 5 mile ring. Now, this is actually pretty strong at 122. Wow, 186,000. So these are located assets. Let's take a look at population and we'll take a look at it from, let's go ascending. So we'll take a look at the smallest population. And this is where the filtering can take place. If everything matches, but the population is too small, then you can eliminate that asset as an option. But let's take a look and make our decision as we go forward. So let's go ascending. And let's see here, population. Okay, not bad. 100,000, almost 100,000 within a 5 mile ring. Yeah, and then it just goes up from here, 103, 105, et cetera, et cetera. Now on the last one, and there are 29 ways to sort this information. The sorts actually are significantly more than Crexi and LoopNet. We've got of our sorts, let's see here, 29 different sorts. 14 of them are specific to Net-Lease. So this is a database that is specific to Net-Lease. Now let's take a look at one of the last ones, which I always like to go to, and that is the name ascending. Okay, this clusters the tenants. So here we go, 7-Eleven, 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 then CVS, and Chase. This is a great way to take a look at, let's say, of the 3 CVSs, which one's the best option for you. So these are all the decisions that you're going to make as you go through the database from the sort perspective. And I will be back with another video tutorial in just a little while.